We are now in part 2 video. In part 2 video, we are going to continue the exercise 5.1 with fifth question. Before going into fifth question, we have to know about area of a quadrilateral. See, area of the quadrilateral is also same as like the area of the triangle. But triangle means you will get 3 vertices. Since you are quadrilateral, so you will get how many vertices? 4 vertices we have got. See the vertices x1 area of a quadrilateral whose vertices are x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 and x4, y4. Now how we have did for area of triangle? The same we are going to do for area of the quadrilateral also. Clear? Area is equal to 1 by 2 x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. How we did in the area of triangle? Whatever the first we are writing, we will write at the last, isn't it? See, x1, y1, x1, y1. See, here we are having 4 vertices, which means we have to write 5 column. Clear? 3 vertices means you have to write 4 column. Clear? You have to keep that in mind. If you are writing only 4 means you surely will get wrong answer. Clear? Now you don't need to bypass the formula. From this itself you can easily write your formula. 1 area equal to 1 by 2 x1, y2, x2, y3, x3, y4, x4, y1. Clear? Now we are going to do it in the opposite direction. Opposite direction means what? x2, y1, x3, y2, x4, y3 plus x1, y4. And you close the bracket. Square unit is very important. Clear? And in area of quadrilateral, the graph is also very important. Area of the quadrilateral will be asked for 5 marks. In 5 marks, the 4 marks is for your solution and 1 marks is for your graph. So you are not going to draw with free hand. You are going to use the scale and pencil with neat presentation. The values can be approximate also, but you have to draw with neat presentation. See, we all know this is our first quadrant. First quadrant means what? This is our x-axis. X will be positive. Similarly, y will also be positive. So, first quadrant is what? Plus, comma, plus. Second quadrant is minus, comma, plus. Okay. Here x will be negative and y will be positive. In the third quadrant, we will have both negative. X is negative and y is also negative. See here, x is negative and y is also negative. Then fourth quadrant is what? X is positive and y is negative. So plus, comma, minus. Okay, I have told you in area of the triangle also, whenever after you are plotting the points in the graph, you have to go in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, see, anti-clockwise means you will at last you will get the area value in positive. Okay, if you are taking in the clockwise means 12 will be there 1. It will rotate it like this. No, if you are going in the clockwise direction, you will get the area will be negative. You should not supposed to get area in negative. Okay, area will never be negative. So, you should not take in clockwise direction. You are going to take only in anti-clockwise direction. Clear? See how I have taken. This is our A point 1. Okay, after this you are going to come B point is our 2. Then C point is our 3rd. Then 4th point is our D. Okay, so in this anti-clockwise direction only you are going to come. Okay, after getting the points you are going to first you are going to plot the points in the graph. Afterwards you are going to draw the anti-clockwise direction. According to that only you have to write this column. Clear all of you? Now we will start the 5th question. You will be very clear now. This is our 5th question. Find the area of a quadrilateral. They have given the 4 vertices. Minus 9, minus 2, minus 8, minus 4, 2, 2 and 1, minus 3. I have written area of a quadrilateral. What is the area of the quadrilateral formula? I have written 1 by 2 x1 y2 plus x2 y3 x3 y4 x4 y1 minus, I don't have space, I have written in the down, but you are going to write continuously. Clear? You don't need to write in the down, you are going to write continuously. See now x2 y1 plus x3 y2 plus x4 y3 plus x1 y4 square units. Clear? Area is equal to 1 by 2. Here how we have, first what is what? Minus 9 comma minus 2. Minus 9 minus 2. Minus 8 minus 4. 2 comma 2. But what I have written 1 comma minus 3. Why I have written like that means what I told before writing the column, what we have to draw the graph I have told. Students, since I don't have space here in this side, I have drawn in the last. But in your classwork, after the side, in the side you will have the space. No, this side only you are going to draw. Okay, this you will write in the below. No, here you will have space. That's in the space you are going to draw this diagram. Okay, you draw big size. I have drawn very small because of insufficient of space. Now you see, this is, we all know this is positive, plus comma plus. This is what? Minus comma plus. This is minus comma minus, and this is plus comma minus. First point is what? Minus 9 comma minus 2. See, in x-axis minus 9, in y-axis minus 2. So I have plotted here. Can you able to understand? I have made that 1. Okay, now second point is what? Minus 8 comma minus 4. In x-axis minus 8 is here. In y-axis minus 4 is this. So you keep the dot, minus 8 comma minus 4. Then third point is I have written as 2. Third point is what? 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 both are positive. It will come in the first quadrant. Positive 2 in x-axis, positive 2 in y-axis. So you keep the dot, write 2 comma 2. But I have written it as fourth. Why I will tell you now. 1 comma minus 3 is the last. Where x-axis is 1. Positive 1. X-axis positive 1 is this. From this minus 3 we are having. You keep dot and you write minus 1 comma minus 3. How you have to go? I told you, you have to go in anti-clockwise direction. Isn't it? Anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise means what? From 1 to, after the 2 immediately what point it is coming? 1 comma minus 3. In your question they have to give 1 comma minus 3, then only they have to give 2 comma 2, but they have given wrongly. They have given 2 comma 2 and 1 comma minus 3, but we are going to take correctly. Minus 9 comma minus 2, minus 8 comma minus 4, and the third one is 1 comma minus 3, and then only we are going for the fourth quadrant, 2 comma 2. Fourth quadrant, not fourth place, we are going for 2 comma 2. Clear? So since we are going in anti-clockwise direction, this is our third point and this is our fourth point. So according to that only you have to write in the column. See, first I have written minus 9 comma minus 2, then minus 8 comma minus 4, then 1 comma minus 3, then 2 comma 2, then first point one more time you have to write minus 9 comma minus 2. Then remaining is as usual like the first area of the triangle model only. First we have to put one side arrow mark. Students, you have to put from left to right only. Red arrow mark only you have to put first. Clear all of you? So 9 4s are 36, minus minus plus. 8 3s are 24, minus minus plus. 1 2 is 2. 2 2s are minus, we are having, so minus 4. In between minus, now we are going to do it in the opposite. 8 2s are 16. 1 4s are minus 4. 3 2s are minus 6. 9 2s are minus 18. Clear all of you? Next step, if you see here, 36 plus 24. If you add, what we will get? 36 plus 24 is what? 60. 60 plus 2 is what? 62. 62 minus 4 is what? 58. That only I have written there. Similarly, you see here, 16 minus 4 minus 6 minus 18. If you calculate, what we will get? We will get minus 12. Here, I have written here minus 12. In this, minus will become plus, so you will get plus 12. 58 plus 12 is 70. So if you cancel 2, you will get 35 square units. Now the area of the quadrilateral is what? 35 square units. In this fifth question, you are having another subdivision that you are going to do as homework. Next, we will see the sixth question. Next, we are going to see the sixth question. Find the value of k if the area of a quadrilateral is 28 square units, whose vertices are minus 4 comma minus 2, minus 3 comma k, 3 comma minus 2 and 2 comma 3. Here what they have given in fifth question, they have given we have found the area of quadrilateral, but in sixth question they have given the area of the quadrilateral. Area of the quadrilateral they have given 28 square units, and they were asking us to find the k value, where they have left minus 3 comma k, which means what is the k value we have to find. Here area of a quadrilateral. We will go for solution. Area of a quadrilateral. Area of the quadrilateral formula I have written here. See, I have told you last problem itself I have written down, but you have to write continuously. Now see here, this is a formula. How we are going to write? Area equal to 1 by 2. First vertices is minus 4 minus 2 minus 3 k, 3 minus 2, 2, 3, and the last first one again we are going to write in the last, minus 4 minus 2. Clear students, all of you? Now area, total area of the quadrilateral what they have given, 28 square units. So I have written 28. Cross multiply this 2 with 28. What you will get? 28 into 2 in the next step I have done. Before that we will see now. Minus 4, one side only you have to put arrow mark before starting. So minus 4 into k minus 4k, minus plus 6, 3 3s are 9, 2 2s are minus 4. Minus, now we are going to come in the opposite side. minus 3 minus 2 minus plus 6, 3k minus 2, 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 into 3 is minus 12. The next step, if you see here, minus 4k. Okay, leave that. No other 4k, no other k terms there. So 6 plus 9 is what? 15. 15 minus 4 is what? 11. So only I have written there minus 4k plus 11. Clear? Similarly here, 6 we are having. 6 minus 4 is what? 2. Plus 2. 2 minus 12 is what? Minus 10. So I have written there 3k minus 10. Clear all of you? 28 into 2. 1 into minus 4k plus 11 minus 3 bracket 3k minus 10 we have got. Now this minus we are taking inside. 28 into 2 is 56. Now 1 into everything is fully the same only will come. Minus 4k plus 11 minus 3k minus into minus plus 10. Here now here one k term, here one k term, here one constant, here one constant. I will underline and show you now. See, minus 4k minus 3k is what? Minus 7k. Plus 11 plus 10 is what? Plus 21. Clear? Next step, this 21 if go that side it will become minus 21 equal to remaining is what? Minus 7k. So 56 minus 21 is 35. If you divide with this minus 7, we will get k equal to minus 5. Because our table, how many times 35 will come? 5 times. So since we have minus here, so minus 5. Therefore, the value of k is minus 5. That's all. The sixth problem is over. Clear all of you? This is very simple and easy only. Clear? Next we will see the seventh question. This is a seventh question. If the given points a minus 3 comma 9, b a comma b and c 4 comma minus 5 are collinear. Collinear means what I have told you. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by collinear? Tell me what do you mean by collinear? Collinear means the points are lying on a same line. It's called collinear. I told you the collinear can be done in two ways. The first method is area of a triangle equal to 0 you can write. Otherwise this condition you can apply. I have told you. Isn't it? Now we are going to apply the collinear condition in this problem. Okay. They are given are collinear and if a plus b equal to 1 then find a and b. Clear? In this seventh question we have to find what is a value and what is b value, and we have given one condition a plus b equal to 1 they have given. With this we have to find a value and b value. Shall we start now the solution? Given a plus b equal to 1 they have given in that question. I am taking a equal to this b at that side, so 1 minus b. Mark that as equation 1. By collinear condition, I have written here that condition. Okay. Now this is what inside layer of the triangle. What we will write that one layer. Here, what are the vertices they have given? -3, 9, A, B, 4, -5. Next, what you have to write? The first term again you have to write -3, 9. Okay. How we did in quadrilateral? The same. How we did it in triangle? The same only. -3 into b is -3b, a into -5 is -5a, 4 into 9 is 36. Clear? Then equal to 9 into a is 9a, 4 into b is plus 4b, minus 3 into -5 is plus 15. Clear? I am taking all the values to this side. Okay, left hand side I am taking. Only I am keeping the constant term and I am taking this constant also to that side. Now -3b, -5a, here -9a, -4b, this plus 36 if go that side it will become -36. See a, so these two are like term you have to add. -5 -4 is -14a. Similarly b are the like term. Minus is -7b equal to 15 -36. 14a minus 14a minus 7b equal to 15 minus 36 is minus 21. Okay. Now what we are going to do the next step is a equal to 1 minus b we are having. Isn't it? So in the place of a we are going to apply this. Here that only I have written that side. See here. Substitute a equal to 1 minus b in 2. What is our 2? 14 minus 14a minus 7b equal to minus 21. See minus 14 instead of a what we are having? 1 minus b. Clear? Minus 7b equal to minus 21. Remaining everything we are writing same only. Instead of a place we are writing 1 minus b. Clear? Minus 14a is there, no down. So minus 14 instead of a what we are having? 1 minus b. Now multiply this minus inside. Minus 14 into 1 is minus 14. Minus into minus is plus 14b. Minus 7b equal to minus 21. Clear? The next step what we are going to do is here minus 14 minus 14 one a constant term is there. Remaining is what? Plus 14b and minus 7b. Which means what? Both are like term. 14 minus 7 is what? 7b equal to minus 21. This minus 14 if come this side it will become plus 14. So minus 21 plus 14 is what? You have to subtract. So if you subtract 21 from 14 means you will get minus 7 because greater number is minus 21. So minus 7 we are getting. B equal to minus 7 divided by 7. B equal to minus 1. Clear? Now we have got the value b equal to minus 1. If you cancel 7 we will get minus 1. Substitute b equal to minus 1 in equation 1. Equation 1 is what is our equation 1? A equal to 1 minus b is our equation 1. So in that we are going to find the b value. So that what value we will get? We will get a value. Isn't it? A equal to 1 minus b. A equal to 1 minus b value is what? Minus 1. Clear? A equal to 1 minus into minus is plus 1. So a equal to 2. Clear? The value of a equal to 2, b equal to minus 1. We have found the a value as well as we have found the b value. Clear? With this part 2 video is completed. Next you will get your assignment problem. We will see you in the part 3 video. Thank you students. In part 2 video, this is your 2 problems assignment. In exercise 5.1, 5th question, second subdivision is your assignment and example 5.6 is your assignment. Students, both the questions are same model, same concept. What is that? You are going to find only the area of a quadrilateral. I have told you, once if you got the area of the quadrilateral means immediately you have to draw the FAD diagram. FAD diagram is nothing but you are going to draw the graph with the given vertices. After drawing the graph, we are going to take the points in the anti-clockwise direction. From where the first point is there, from there onwards you are going to take anti-clockwise direction. And afterwards you are going to write area is equal to 1 by 2, that column minus 9 comma 0, minus 8 comma 6, minus 1 comma minus 2, that like that you are going to write, and you are going to do cross multiplication, and you are going to simplify and find the value of area of a quadrilateral finally. Clear? Students, you don't draw the graph in rough work. Don't draw through freehand. Clear? If you are drawing, I will make you to write one more time your classwork as well as your homework also. Clear? You are going to draw with the neat presentation your graph. Even in test and exam, you are going to draw full neat presentation graph. Other only you will get full mark, otherwise no mark. Now example 5.6 is also the same as like this fifth question. Thank you students. We will meet you in the part 3 video. We are in now part 3 video. So far we have completed 7 problems in exercise 5.1. Isn't it? Part 1 and part 2 video, in that we have completed 7 problems. I hope you all completed your assignment and you all copied your classwork also. Isn't it? Now in today's part 3 video, we are going to start with 8th question. See the 8th question. Let P 11,7, Q 13.5, 4 and R 9.5, 4 be the midpoints of the sides AB, BC and AC respectively of triangle ABC. First, up to this I will explain. AB, in the side of AB we are having the midpoint P, they were saying. In the side of BC we are having the midpoint Q. Similarly, in the side of AC we are having the midpoint R. They are given in the question. Of a triangle ABC. First you are going to draw one triangle and you are going to keep midpoint in the AB side, BC side and CA side. Clear? You keep the dot and you write P, Q, R vertices. Find the coordinates of the vertices A, B, C. They have not given the vertices of A, B and C. We have to find the vertices of A, B and C. Hence, find the area of triangle ABC and compare with the area of triangle PQR. Clear all of you? First we have to find the vertices ABC. Afterwards, using area of triangle formula, we are going to find the area of triangle ABC. After finding, we are going to find the area of triangle PQR. Then we are going to compare the bigger triangle with the inner triangle. That only they were asking in the question. So student, this 8th problem is very lengthy problem. What I am going to do is, I am going to write page number. Okay, this is the first page number. What with the question and the diagram I will not erase. Okay, till the last line I will not erase the question and the diagram. What I am going to do is, I will erase from midpoint only. Okay, now after remaining only I will erase and I will write. Clear? Now first we are going to find the A vertices, B vertices and C vertices. For that, what formula we are going to apply is midpoint formula. Why means they are said in the question P is the midpoint of AB side. So using the midpoint formula we are going to find now. See, first we are going to take midpoint of AB is P. Clear? Similarly, you are going to take midpoint of BC is Q. Then similarly, midpoint of AC is R. Okay, all the 3 sides one by one we are going to take. First, I am going to take midpoint of AB is P. A vertices is what? X1, Y1. B vertices is what? X2, X2. Here, sorry, I have written X3. It is X2, Y2. I will change now. It is X2, Y2. See students, I have changed here X2, Y2 and the P point is 11, 7 by midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2, M, X, Y. Clear? Instead of X1 and Y1, we are having X1, same X1 and X2 itself. So again we are going to write X1, X2 because we don't have any X1 value, we don't have any X2 value. So x1 plus x2 by 2. Similarly for y1 also we don't have value. So y1 plus y2 divided by 2. But midpoint is what here? P. So for P value what we are having? 11, 7. Clear? The next step we are going to equate x and y coordinates. So this is our x coordinate. Similarly in this side this is our x coordinate. This is our y coordinate. Similarly this is our y coordinate. So only I have written equating x and y coordinates. See x1 plus x2 by 2 equal to this 11. This y1 plus y2 divided by 2 equal to 7. Then you cross multiply this 2. 11 in x1. Numerator part you write as such x1 plus x2 equal to 11 into 2, y1 plus y2 equal to 7 into 2. x1 plus x2 equal to 11 2s are 22, y1 plus y2 equal to 7 2s are 14. Clear? Mark this as equation 1 and 2. Okay, now this is our equation 1 and 2. Clear all of you? This is our equation 1 and 2. Now we have used what side? AB side with midpoint P. Next what side we are going to take? BC side with midpoint Q. After erasing this, I will explain the side BC side. Clear all of you? This is our page number 2. I have erased and I have written now. See, now so far we have found the AB side with the midpoint P. Now we are going to find BC side with the midpoint Q we are going to find. See, midpoint of BC is Q. Clear? B value is what? B vertices is what? X2, Y2. C vertices is what? X3, Y3. Midpoint Q vertices is what? 13.5, 4. This we are going to do how we have did for the side AB. The same only we are going to continue everything. Clear? Midpoint of BC is Q. B x2, y2, C x3, y3, Q 13.5, 4. By using midpoint formula, we are going to solve this. Midpoint formula is what? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 is equal to m of x, y. This we have seen in the part 1 video itself. Isn't it? Now, see their points. Instead of x, what are the values we are having there? x2, x3. Instead of y, what are the values we are having? y2, y3. So, wherever you are having x, you just substitute x2, x3. Wherever you are having y, you just substitute y2, y3. Divided by 2, divided by 2. Midpoint is what for BC line, which is the midpoint? Q. So, Q is what? 13.5, 4. How we did for AB side? The same. Equating x and y coordinates we are equating. Which means this x part is equal to this x part. This y part is equal to this y part. So, x2 plus x3 by 2 is equal to 13.5. y2 plus y3 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Clear? How we did it the AB side? After this, we have cross multiplied. 2 into 13.5 we have did there also, no? So 2 into 4 is what? 8. So y2 plus y3 equal to 8. Here x2 plus x3, 13.5 into 2 is 27. Clear? In AB side we have got two equations that we have marked as equation 1 and 2. In BC side we have got two equations. So continuing the equation there 1 and 2, no? Here 3 and 4. Still which side we are having? AC side we are having. For that we will get 5 and 6. Clear all of you? Now we will see the AC side. This is our page number 3. See the last side we are going to find now. Midpoint of AC is R. A vertices is x1, y1. C vertices x3, y3. R is 9.5, 4. Now we are going to apply here midpoint formula. Midpoint of AC is R. What is our midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 equal to m of x, y is our midpoint formula. Isn't it? Now if you see here, in the here what are x1, x3 we are having in the vertices. Similarly y1, y3. So in the place of x1 itself we have to put. In the place of x2 we are having x3. So x1 plus x3 divided by 2, here what are the y value vertices we are having? y1, y3. So y1 plus y3 divided by 2. Clear? The midpoint is R. R vertices what they have given? 9.5, 4. Okay, the same model only, equating x and y coordinates. So with this x I am going to equate with 9.5, with this y I am going to equate with 4. So x1 plus x3 divided by 2 equal to 9.5, y1 plus y3 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Now x1 plus x3 equal to 9.5 into 2. If you multiply, we are getting x1 plus x3 equal to 19. Similarly, if you see this side, y1 plus y3 divided by 2 equal to 4. Cross multiply 2 into 4 is what? 8. So, y1 plus y3 equal to 8. Mark this as equation 6 and this as equation 5. So, students, we have found the side AB, BC and AC. Isn't it? So, totally we are having how many equations? We are having 6 equations. Now, we are going to add these equations that you will see now. This is your page number 4. See, now totally so far we have seen 6 equations. Isn't it? We have derived 6 equations. Now, among the 6 equations, we are going to add 1, 3, 5. Okay, see there in the red marker below I have written there. Equation 1, 3, 5. First we are going to add. Why I am taking only these equations means first I am going to find x1 value, x2 value, x3 value. See these in these equation only we are getting x1, x2, x3. Isn't it? So to find x1, x2, x3 value I am going to add equation 1, 3 and 5. See, I have added. How we are going to add is, we are going to add all the LHS one side. See, x1 plus x2 plus x2 plus x3. x1 plus x2 plus x2 plus x3 plus x1 plus x3 is equal to 22 plus 27 plus 19. Okay, LHS separately we are going to add equal to RHS separately we are going to add. See, that only I have written. After writing this, x1 plus x1 is what? 2x1, x2 plus x2 is what? 2x2, x3 plus x3 is 2x3. If you have 22 plus 27 plus 19, we are getting 68. See, everywhere we are having 2. So, we are going to divide by 2 on both. Each term. Okay, each term we are going to divide 2. So, now if you divide with 2, x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 68 divided by 2, if we are divide, we are getting 34. Now you see here x1 plus x2 value what we are having here. In equation 1, x1 plus x2 is equal to we are having 22, isn't it? So in the place here x1 plus x2 instead of that we are substituting 22. See in bracket I have written equation 1. Here because x1 plus x2 equal to 22, here x1 plus x2 we are having, in the place I am writing 22 plus x3 I am writing as such equal to 34. The next step, bring this 22 this side, it will become subtract. So 34 minus 22 is 12. Clear? Now one point, x3 point we have found, it is 12. Now with this we can find another value. What is that? Substitute x3 equal to 12 in equation 3. What is our equation 3? This is our equation 3. x2 plus x3 equal to 27. Isn't it? x2 plus x3 value is what? 12 equal to 27. The next step you bring this 12 this side. 27 minus 12 is x2 equal to 15. Now we have got x3 value, x2 value. Still one more value we have to get. Isn't it? What is that? x1. So where x1 is coming, either you can substitute in equation 1 or either you can substitute in equation 5. I have chosen equation 1. Substitute x2 equal to 15 in equation 1. Equation 1 is what? x1 plus x2 equal to 22. x1 plus x2 equal to 22. x1 plus, instead of x2 we are having 15 equal to 22. Take this 15 this side. 22 minus 15 is 7. Clear? Now we have got what? x1 value, x2 value and x3 value we have got. Next what we have to get? y1 value, y2 value, y3 value. For that we are going to add, remaining in between what equation we have left? 2, 4 and 6. Now we are going to add equation 2, 4 and 6 and then we will get the y1 value, y2 value, y3 value. Okay, we will see now that. This is our page number 5. Now we are going to add equation 2, equation 4 and equation 6. See this is our equation 2, this is our equation 4 and this is our equation 6. Now if you see here, what in the left hand side separately we are going to add and this separately right hand side we are going to add. Now y1 plus y2 plus y2 plus y3 plus y1 plus y3 is equal to 14 plus 8 plus 8. Okay, that only I have written. Why we are adding equation 2, 4 and 6 to get y1, y2, y3 value. Clear? Now y1, 2y1, 2y2, 2y3. So 2y1, 2y2, 2y3 equal to 14 plus 8 plus 8 is 30. Everything we are going to, each term we are going to divide with 2. See, divide by 2 on each term. y1 plus y2 plus y3 equal to 15. So we all know y1 plus y2 is what we are having, which is equal to 14 we are having, isn't it? We are having y1 plus y2 is equal to 14 value we are having, isn't it? So in the place of y1 plus y2 we are going to put 14. This y3 equal to 15 we are going to write. Clear? Then next step, 14 if come this side it will become 15 minus 14, isn't it? So 15 minus 14 is what? 1. So now y3 value we have got 1. Now next another value we have to find, isn't it? So substitute y3 equal to 1 in equation 4. Equation 4 is what? This is our equation 4. y2 plus y3 equal to 8. y2 value we don't know, right? y2, y3 value is 1 equal to 8. Take this 1 this side, y2 value we have got 7. Next, substitute y2 equal to 7 in equation 2. Into equation 2 I am going to substitute. y1 plus y2 equal to 14 is our equation 2. y1 plus y2 value we have got 7. Bring this 7 this side. Next y1 value is equal to 7. Students, so far what we have seen, we have found the x1 value, y1 value, x2 value, y2 value and x3 value and y3 value. Everything we have found everything we have found of triangle ABC. Now we are going to find the area of triangle ABC. Clear? Now we will see the remaining. Now we are in page number 6. We have found the 3 vertices of a triangle, isn't it? Triangle ABC. x1 is 7, y1 is 7, x2 is 15, y2 is 7, x3 is 12, y3 is 1 we have got. Now we are going to find the area of triangle, full triangle ABC. Okay, now we know all the x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Now we can find easily. How we did in exercise 5.1 first question. The same model. Okay, now I have told you many times, before start writing, you have to plot the points in the graph. Then only it will be, you will get positive value. Otherwise, at last you will get area will be negative value. See how I am plotting now. Students, I have plotted the graph here. See 7, 7. It will come here. The first vertex. Then the 15, 7 will come. 15, 7 it will come here. Then C is 12, 1. So I have told you, after plotting the graph, you have to come in anti-clockwise direction. See, in this direction only we have to come. So in this direction, this is our first point 7, 7. So if you come from this 7, 7, next point is what? 12, 1. See, I have written 7, 7, 12, 1. Then the next point is what? 15, 7. Again one more time 7, 7 you have to write. Clear? The remaining step as usual, just we have to do the cross multiplication. See here, 7 into 1 is 7, 12 into 7 is 84, 15 into 7 is 105, minus opposite side, 12 into 7 is 84, 15 into 1 is 15, 7 7s are 49. If you are adding this fully, we are getting 196, that adding means we are getting 148. So, if you subtract 196 minus 148, we are getting 48. So, 2 and 48 if we are cancelling, we have got the area equal to 24 square units. Clear? Now, the big area is what? Area of the triangle ABC is what? 24 square units. Next, which area we have to find? We have to find triangle PQR. Area we have to find. Area of triangle PQR we have to find. We will see that in page number 7. Students, now we are in page number 7 with this page we are going to complete the 8th problem. Clear? So totally we are having how many pages? 7 pages. You rewind and see the previous pages so that you will be very clear. Okay, now the last session we are going to do in this, we are going to find the area of a triangle PQR. We know in the question itself they have given P value, Q value and all vertices, everything they have given. So you have to just find the area only. See, before finding, first we have to plot that vertices in the graph. I have told you, isn't it? See, 11, 7. I have written very small, but you have to draw in your classwork neatly in the side of your note. 11, 7. Here it is coming. Okay. Next 13.5, 4. Here it is. Here this point is coming. Then next 9.5, 4. I have told you after plotting you have to see in the anti-clockwise direction. See, you have to consider the first point. What is the first point? 11, 7. 11, 7. From the first point, what is the second point? 9.5, 4. Then what is the third point? Third word is 13.5, 4. According to that only you have to write this column. Clear? So that only you will get the positive area, otherwise you will get the negative area. Clear? 11, 7. Next vertices is what? 9.5, 4. Next is what? 13.5, 4. Again, one more time you have to write 11, 7. Clear? First, which side you will put the arrow mark? From left to right. First red arrow mark only we have to see. Clear? 11 4s are 44. 9.5 into 4 is 38. 13.5 into 7 is 94.5. Minus, now we are going to do it opposite direction, which is blue arrow mark. 9.5 into 7 is 66.5. Next one is 13.5 into 4 is 54. 11 into 4 is 44. This value, all the value we are adding means we are getting 176.5 we are getting. Similarly, if we are adding this side we are getting 164.5 we are getting. The next step, in between we are having minus sign. So we have to subtract 176.5 minus 164.5. If we are subtracting, we are getting the answer as 12. So 2 and 12 will get cancelled, isn't it? It will go in 6 table. So after cancelling, we have got the area value as 6 square units. Clear? In the question what they have told, find the area of triangle ABC and compare this with area of triangle PQR they have told, isn't it? What is area of the triangle ABC? We have got value. Area of a triangle ABC we have got as 24 square units, isn't it? Now you see how many times this is smaller. So area of a triangle ABC is equal to 4 into area of a triangle PQR, which means what? Area of a triangle PQR is what? 6. So 4 into 6 is what? 64. Then you will get the area of a triangle ABC. We have compared now. Clear? With this our 8th question is over. Clear? This is very big problem. If you are understanding the concept means that thing is there in this problem. Clear? Next we will see the next question. Next we are going to see the 9th question. In the figure, the quadrilateral swimming pool shown is surrounded by a concrete patio. Find the area of the patio. See, they have given the diagram. See, inside we are having the swimming pool. Now this is the concrete patio, which means walking area. Okay, consider like that. Okay, we want to find this concrete patio area we want to find. So, how will you find now? You have to first find the area of the quadrilateral ABCD. Then you have to find the area of the quadrilateral EFGH. Then only if you subtract from the full part, if you take this part means you will get the inside this portion, isn't it? The shaded portion we will get, isn't it? So from the whole, if you are taking this part alone, what we will get? We will get the shaded portion, no? So first we are going to find the area of the quadrilateral ABCD. Next we are going to find the area of the quadrilateral EFGH. Afterwards, we are going to subtract the big quadrilateral with the small quadrilateral. Then we will get the area of the patio we will get. Okay. See, in this page number 1, ninth problem, page number 1. I have found only area of quadrilateral ABCD. In page number 2, we will find EFGH. Clear? Now see the solution. Area of a quadrilateral ABCD. I have told you, once if you got the vertices, immediately you have to plot in the graph. I have told you, isn't it? But in this question, they itself have given the diagram. They have given correct order. See, 6, 0 is what? Both are positive. Then afterwards negative, positive, which means that is second quadrant. Negative, negative means third quadrant. Positive, negative means they have given in fourth quadrant. They have given correct order. So no need to draw any graph again one more time. Clear? Similarly, EFGH also they are like that only. They have given 3, 7. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. The same order they have given. For this problem, you no need to draw the quadrilateral in the graph. Okay, you straightly you can start the problem. Now, see area of the quadrilateral formula I have written here, and we know the vertices A, B, C, D, isn't it? A is equal to, how will you write now? Minus 4, minus 8, 8, minus 4, 6, 10, minus 10, 6, minus 4, minus 8. Which means the first value again one more time you are going to write. Listen students, area of the triangle and area of the quadrilateral are very easy problem. Okay, only you have to remember is plus and minus only you have to give more concentration. Clear? The next step. First you have to come from left to right. Red marker, red arrow mark you see. 4 4s are 60, 8 10s are 80, 6 6 are 36, 10 8s are 80. Minus 8 8s are 64, 6 4s are 24, 10 10s are 100, 6 4s are 24. Now add those value, you will getting 212. Similarly, if you are adding this side, we are getting minus 212. The next step, this minus will become plus. So 212 plus 212 is 424. That if you cancel with 2 means we are getting area equal to 212 square units. Here we have found the outer quadrilateral area. Now we are going to find the inner EFGH quadrilateral. We are going to find out. Okay. Now I am going to erase this. Afterwards I will write and put the area of the quadrilateral EFGH. Now this is page number 2 in 9th question. You see I have taken area of a quadrilateral EFGH. E vertices, F vertices, G vertices and H vertices, everything I have written. So we are going to write directly. Minus 3, minus 5, 6, minus 2, 3, 7, minus 6, minus 4. One more time the first value we are going to write again. Minus 3, minus 5. So arrow mark how will you put from left to right, isn't it? So minus 3 minus 2 is 6, 6 7s are 42, 3 4s are 12, 6 5s are 30. Now opposite side, 6 5s are 30 minus 3 2s are 6 minus 7 6 are 42 minus 4 3s are 12 minus. So now if we add everything we are getting 90. Similarly if we are adding this we are getting minus 90. So in middle one minus we are having, that minus have become what? Plus. So 90 plus 90 is what? 180. So if we cancel 2 and 180 we are getting 90 square units. Clear? What we have to find in this question? Find the area of the patio they were asking. So how we have to find the area of the patio? Area of the patio is equal to area of a quadrilateral ABCD, full quadrilateral, minus area of the quadrilateral inner quadrilateral EFGH. For this quadrilateral, what answer we have got? ABCD we have got 212. For area of a quadrilateral EFGH we are getting 90. So if we are subtracting 212 minus 90, we are getting 122 square units. Therefore, you have to write the last line. Since I don't have space, you are going to write the last line. Therefore, the area of the patio is equal to 122 square units. Clear? With this, our 9th question is over and our part 3 is also over. Still 2 more problems is there, 10 and 11 in exercise 5.1, that you are going to do as assignment for part 3 video. You are going to see now assignment. This is your part 3 assignment. In exercise 5.1, 10th and 11th sum you are going to do as assignment. This 2 problem are very easy problem. You are nothing but we are going to find only area of triangle. Area of triangle means what? 1 by 2. The given vertices you will write in the column and just you are going to do the cross multiply and simplify and going to write. Okay. You have to plot the points, then only you have to write in the column. Okay. Now first 10th question, if you see, a triangular shaped glass with vertices at has to be painted. Okay. A triangular shaped glass we are going to paint. If one bucket of paint covers 6 square feet, how many bucket of paints will be required to paint the whole glass? If only one coat of paint is applied. Now see here what they were saying. We have to find here area of the triangle ABC with this given vertices. After finding, you will get the area equal to 60 square units. Okay, they were asking how many bucket we need to paint that triangle shaped glass. Okay, but to cover a 6 square feet, okay, we have to paint 6 square feet. So that 60 that answer you are going to divide with 6, so that you will get the number of buckets. So now 10 is 10 number of buckets we need to paint the triangle. Clear? The glass shaped triangle. Now we will see the 11th question. 11th question, nothing. They have straightly given the what to find. Find the area of the triangle with the given vertices. First plot the values in the graph. Students, if you take off the page of your classwork, it's no need to take off the page. Less than off the page you take and fairly neatly draw the graph. Okay, first plot, then you draw the anti-clockwise direction. According to that you write in the column, then you do cross multiplication. You will get the area of triangle AGF, and you will get, similarly you are going to do the second subdivision EGD, then third subdivision also BC EG. Clear? Students, with this our exercise 5.1 is completed. In next part 4 session I will see you in the new exercise. Thank you students.